Well, it's Lee yet again, and we are coming to you live from Rework in Jakarta. And I have with me Dedi from Y Academy. How are you,
Yes.
Dedi?
Very good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Thanks.
So Dedi, just can you tell us a little bit about your background and how are you from Jakarta?
Yeah, I live in Jakarta, but originally I'm from Palembang, so it's southern Sumatra.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, now I'm in Way Academy. So yeah, it's very fantastic because it's like online training.
Yeah. So we'll talk about Y Academy
Yeah,
in a minute.
yeah.
So what was your background? Did you go to school, study? Where did you start your career?
Yeah, I studied a lot from my elementary school to senior high school in Palembang, my hometown. Then after that, I moved to Yogyakarta. It's a beautiful and tourism city. It was lovely. I did engineering study in Yogyakarta. Then I also took a study in Malaysia, another country, this same culture, but also it's kind of it was a new experience for me to meet people from different country.
Yeah. Right.
Then yeah, my career actually changes a lot, but most of them are in education.
Okay.
Yeah, I started my career as a lecturer after in Malaysia. I lectured engineering studies. Then moving forward, I did also my own business, again in education.
Right. Okay. And so what was that education business?
I did it 4 years. It was like a tuition school.
Okay.
Yeah, I taught English and also like teaching kids how to read and write, very simple thing. And then until senior high school, basically to prepare them to have a good score in their exams.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And so, what happened to that business? Did you just sort of stop doing that and moved on to something else? Or?
Yeah. It was acquired. I was quite lucky. A friend of mine took it over from me. At that time, why? Maybe because of I decided to continue my another study in Rotterdam, Netherlands. I took MBA. Then I was thinking, I think I could not do study while controlling my business
Right.
from Rotterdam. So I decided I think I need to take someone to take it over.
Right.
Yeah. Then I managed to get it.
And you did that in the Netherlands, did you say?
My study?
Yeah. Where was that? Did you say?
Yeah, I studied in Netherlands 2015 MBA in Rotterdam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In Rotterdam.
Rotterdam. Yeah.
Okay.
So Yogyakarta, Malaysia, then Rotterdam. Yeah, I'm a learning person.
You're a global citizen.
Global citizens, yeah.
I see a lot of global citizens these
Yeah.
days. And so Y Academy, you're the country manager for Y Academy here in Indonesia. So just tell us a little bit about Y Academy.
Yeah, it's a very fantastic startup, right? So great vision. Basically, we want to close the digital skill gaps in Indonesia, right? Because Indonesia, we talk about Indonesia, it's large population. The education people is getting there. But how about digital, right? Because this is the era for digital. It means if Indonesian people cannot catch that certain kind of level for digital trends, I think it will be difficult for us to move forward and to catch up the vision basically. So that's why Academy put their vision, helping education for Indonesia, especially in digital knowledge. So that's what we currently doing.
Right, fantastic. And so I guess globally around the world, and every country is now moving from, we're moving, some people are calling it the fourth industrial revolution, and we're moving from this old world economy of manufacturing and the traditional things that came and emerged over the last, 40, 50 years, and we're moving into this digital economy, and we're moving very, very quickly and transitioning, and there are some countries that are just not there in terms of delivering the education. It's one of my passions is how do we make sure that that we prepare the Gen Zs. I've got a 15-year-old daughter. She's moving into a world that's going to. She's a digital native. She was born with a phone in her hand, right? But it's not just about social media and having a phone, right? The digital economy crosses into finance. It crosses into e-commerce and all of that. So, what's Y Academy focused in around the education? So, how do you sort of structure the programs?
Yeah. So what we already have our roadmap, right, in terms of digital, because digital, as you said, right, it's broad. It's not about only digital marketing. It's also about digital technology, right? You also mentioned about fintech. Our focus now is in digital marketing, because Y Academy background, actually our group was playing around in digital consultancy. So we had a strong networks. We also had a strong portfolio in doing digital marketing. So what we focus on right now is basically helping corporates to increase or to leverage their digital trending.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And so, is the company founded in Indonesia, or is it an Indonesian company?
Yeah. So Y Academy was established actually in Malaysia. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So our first country actually Malaysia, but we grew rapidly in Indonesia. But now it's getting the same. I mean, in terms of the growth between Indonesia and Malaysia. Yeah. So yeah, Malaysia, then coming to Indonesia. Like in Indonesia, the portfolios of our service is getting larger in Malaysia.
Right. And so, what are you only in Malaysia and Indonesia at the moment, or are you expanding around the world? Is that the plan, or?
Yeah, the plan is Southeast Asia focus. So we're still focusing on Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, when you say you're talking to the corporates, but you're also doing education for younger people as well. Is it online? They can go and do the courses, or?
Yeah. So what we help, actually, we call it as end-to-end talent engine. What we mean as end-to-end talent, again, it's closing the gaps, right? We want to close the gaps between employees and also the companies itself. So how then, right? We close this gap by first, of course, doing like trainings or courses in digitals for corporates. Then we also have what we call as a Y Score. That's our product. We do digital online assessment. So we help corporates to do a digital gap map, right? So we want to map out what happening in their employees, which one is lacking in, for example, big data, which one is lacking in content and so on. Right. So based on that, then we can help them further, whether they need online courses, because we also have online courses, or they have like traditional in-house training. So it's end to end.
Right.
Yeah.
And where is the company at in terms of its growth? Is it explosive growth? Is it frightening growth? You know, it's like sometimes you get overwhelmed and say, "Wow, this is going quick."
Yeah. It's the growing is unbelievable, I would say, because yeah, I mentioned about we focus on digital marketing before, right? We got some requests from the corporates itself to do like a digital transformation consultancy and also digital leadership training, basically to not only training their middle management employees, but also to give insights for their digital leaders, C-levels.
Right.
So we are kind of like a connecting startup.
Yep.
With corporates right now.
Beautiful.
So it's I think that's kind of our challenging part right now, and we are very excited to do that, being like the bridge for this two kind of startup and corporates.
Yeah. So I think that's what's pretty important, isn't it? The collaboration, and particularly, you know, we're seeing in Europe, innovation hubs that are being very effective, where they're bringing startups, corporates, research institutes, universities all into one space, and then letting those ideas collide, and then the innovation that comes out of that. So where to for Y Academy? What's next? Southeast Asia expansion. Which is the next country?
Yeah. So I would say okay. Maybe first of all, I don't want to say about our country's expansion. Because we right now focus on again Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. In terms of expansions, our strategy is to go to the below pyramids also. Right now we target like a corporates like middle income people,
Yeah.
right? Those that already digital savvy. But think about villagers, for example, right? Basically below pyramid, how they can access this kind of digital craziness, right? They should be also involved in here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about this country? So
Yeah.
that's also what we want to be involved in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because I think we've got some synergies in what
Yeah.
we're doing with Beach City, and that is to help develop entrepreneurial capability,
Yeah.
but not just in the cities, but into these areas and some of these, as you say, the villages and the rural
Yeah,
areas
yeah, yeah.
where they don't have access to education or they can't afford to go and get a $40,000 MBA, and so that's important. And so, are you seeing? Are you moving into that space now, or is that sort of a vision for the future that they'll come later?
Yeah, that's our future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, been great talking to you. I wish you
Yeah.
all the best.
Yeah.
If people want to get in contact with you, you're on social media, obviously. You've got a website. Where can they contact you?
Sure. So it's y.academy. Yeah.
Y.academy.
Y.academy.
No
Yeah.
.com, no .co.
No.com, not. Yeah.
So you-
Y.academy.
Y.academy. That's that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so you can go and find our video on Facebook, on our page, Facebook at Beach City Life.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to add any information or links or anything in the comments section there, feel free to go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends and
Yeah.
and really great talking to you. Wish you all the best.
Yeah.
So don't forget to keep watching. We've got more coming to you this afternoon from Jakarta. Beach City Life on our Facebook page and also on YouTube. Just search Beach City and you'll find us there. Thanks again.
Yeah. Thanks,
Cheers.
Lee.